and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time. From our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief, I'm Zahra Baduri. But first, we'll begin with your top and exclusive headlines. Activity assessment meeting held in the central region. Election of area administrators and managing directors. On your international, 179 people killed in the deadliest plane crash in South Korea. And China launches new amphibious assault ship, enhancing naval power. On your primary domestic, the Central Region Administration held a meeting on 27th and 28th December to review the implementation of development programs set for the year 2024 and to discuss the plan of action for the year 2025. During the meeting, detailed briefings were presented on the status of various institutional programs, their strengths, challenges encountered, and the measures taken to address those challenges and their shortcomings. The participants engaged in extensive discussion on the issue raised and adopted several recommendations, including organizing training programs to enhance workers' contribution, revising regulations to eradicate harmful practices, and conducting sustainable awareness-raising activities to develop public understanding. Highlighting the importance of the meeting and the issues discussed, Mr. ERi-TV, Managing Director of the Central Region, emphasized the need to address public demands in a systematic, step-by-step manner. He also outlined key priorities for 2025, including conducting water and soil conservation activities, completing the construction of water distribution systems currently underway, strengthening cultural and sports program, organizing capacity building training programs for workers, and conducting elections for area administrators, managing directors, and village coordinators. On your second and final domestic, elections for area administrators, managing directors, and village coordinators were held in the 18 administrative areas of the Amhara subzone. The elections aimed to replace outgoing officials who had completed their 3-year term. During the election process conducted between 18 and 26 December, 32 individuals, including 15 women, were elected as area administrators and managing directors. It was also reported that pre-election campaigns were conducted to raise public awareness, enabling citizens to elect trustworthy individuals to serve their communities diligently. These campaigns were noted as a key factor in the successful execution of the election process. The newly elected officials expressed their determination to fulfill their responsibilities with dedication and to serve their community that entrusted them with their roles. More on your international after this. And with your news on the global line, all passengers and most of the crew on board a Jeju airline air flight have died after the plane crash landed at an airport in South Korea on Sunday. A total of 179 of the 181 people on boarding the Boeing 737-800 were killed, with just 2 survivors, both cabin staff, pulled from the burning wreckage. The plane landed at Muwon International Airport in the country's south, skidding off the runway and crashing into a wall in a fire explosion. Flight 2216 was returning from Bangkok, Thailand, with 6 crews and 175 passengers, many of them holidaymakers. Distraught families gathered in the airport's arrival hall in tears as they waited for bodies to be identified. Some of those killed have only been identifiable by their fingerprints. However, However, Meng Jisoo, 75-year-old, told the BBC his nephew and his nephew's 2 sons had been on the plane. It was the family's first trip abroad to mark the youngest son's finishing his college entrance examinations. The passengers included 173 South Koreans and 2 Thai nationals. They were aged between 3 and 78, although most were on their 40s, 50s, and 60s. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported this. On your final international news, China launched Friday its first Type 076 amphibious assault ship, Sichuan, a vessel designed to strengthen the Navy's combat capability in distant waters. In China's largest amphibious assault ship to date, Sichuan displaced 40,000 tons and features advanced technologies such as an electromagnetic catapult, allowing fighters' jets to launch directly from its deck. According to the Xinhua news agency, the ship is designed to deploy ground troops via landing crafts while offering air support at the same time. Developed by Chinese researchers, it is also equipped with an Aristor technology system that enables fighter jets to land on its deck. China's first amphibious assault ship, that Type 075, were introduced in 2019. And the Chinese Navy has been modernizing its forces for over 10 years to achieve global operation capability rather than remaining confined to waters near the country's mainland. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news. Stay tuned with more on our programs here on ERi-TV until we come back with more news. That is all for now. Thanks for watching.